It's Dick! What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right, I wanted to address this, and some people asked if I would give my thoughts about this. And, I mean, first off, I think it's funny. I truly think it's funny because, it seems like Snyder's having fun. I'm not really liking the fact that everybody just keeps on bombarding him with questions. I mean, I know he's interacting with fans and everybody's loving that. I just, it's sometimes with some of his responses, it's like, come on, guys. This is stuff that, that should have been answered, that should have been confirmed. You should have thought about this, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I don't mind it when people are asking certain things about, Justice League, because that's stuff we don't know because we didn't see that freaking movie. When it comes to Batman vs. Superman stuff, it's like we essentially saw, maybe not his full final product, but we saw essentially that. But I think it's great, and I'm gonna do a whole video about certain sites and a lot of talking about the explaining of stuff and thinking it's bad and everything. I have a whole other video I'm gonna do about that because you fucking assholes out there. But the Robin suit now. I've talked to people, heard some things, and blah, 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 and I'm here to give what I think Snyder was alluding to when he said, well, what makes you think that's Jason's suit? Is it Tim? Is it Damian? Is it Carrie? No, it's Dick. And I hope I don't make fans mad by saying that, because I know a lot of people will push back, and a lot of people were like, there's no way in hell that Snyder would do that. And for the most part, yeah, I mean, he likes to, go by the source material and everything, but, things do change, and we have to remember that, I don't think at first when Batman vs. Superman was really getting in development, he wasn't thinking Justice League and Bat Universe and everything like that, the Bat family. I don't think they were thinking that at first, because when I remember seeing a video where he was talking about doing the sequel to Man of Steel, and they were, doing the round table thing, pitching ideas for villains, and he brought up, well, what about Batman? And they loved the idea, and they just kind of went with it. So I don't think, like, in the development process, when they were just developing the Batman vs. Superman story, I don't think they were just thinking super long term, and super expanding, because obviously that could take away a lot from the story. If we look at other cinematic universes and stuff like that, it really can do that. So we got to remember that things just kind of change, and maybe, just at first he was thinking, yeah, it'll be Dick. And I know a lot of people, I even saw people on my timeline that were going like, well, no, it wouldn't make sense because of Suicide Squad. Remember, it shows that Harley, aided in killing Robin, and I'm like, that was probably added in post way later. And Warner Brothers did confirm it was Jason, so obviously it got changed. And when it comes to the whole Tombstone thing, I know that got debunked. A lot of people are going, don't throw that around again because that's stupid, doesn't make sense. It's debunked because obviously when you see that tombstone, it's right on the right side of whatever that thing is called, a memorial. I should have looked it up, but, I hit record instead. Why would it be there during the Wayne burial? Because that means Bruce would have had to grab Barry, go back in time, bury Dick, and then, it just wouldn't make sense. I know, obviously that wouldn't make sense. I get that. But what happens at the end of that funeral sequence? Motherfucker floats up to the light. It was a nightmare. It was his nightmare. I mean, it was, so that kind of would debunk the debunk, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't, because it ended up being Jason. They changed it to Jason. It's fine. There's multiple Robins in this universe. We have a Nightwing movie that's supposedly still coming out, hopefully. But I'm just saying, stuff that I've heard, and just that's what I think he was alluding to. I don't think he was alluding to Tim or Damian or anybody. Obviously not Damian, because there was no mention of him having a kid. So I think he was just alluding to that it was Dick's suit, and I think he was just having a little fun with everybody. That's all. I don't think we should look too much into it anymore. It's all. I mean, this is so long ago, and it's all been changed. It's all been corrected with that. But like sometimes filmmakers just like, if they want to make a more contained story, which they should be shooting for. And I think that's what the DCU is going to be really doing from now on, is what it's sounding like, is they're not going to be trying to, oh yeah, we got to make sure you inject this here to set up this movie over here. It's like, no, let's just have a contained story. You can mention some of the other players and reference, but let's not go overboard with that stuff. And I really hope that that's what they end up doing. And even on the Marvel side and any other cinematic universe, like, try not, unless you have like a really good way of connecting all the puzzle pieces, then for sure. But Yeah, hopefully I didn't make any DCU fans upset with me or Snyder fans, but I'm just going by stuff that I've heard, and just I think that's, I mean, who else would he be alluding to? I don't think to the third Robin. I mean, no, I honestly think he was, it was Dick, but it all got changed. It's all good. Hopefully that Nightwing movie gets fully announced and cast and everything, because I'm really looking forward to that. I want to see what Chris McKay does with that. Anyways, guys, there you have it. Let me know your thoughts about it down below. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my content, of course. And visit the closet for shirts and stickers, guys. I'll talk to you later.